What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Daniel's Sports Ledger, sports betting tips and picks for sports bettors. And first of all, we need to talk about the controversy.
Ooh, wait, well, I know you're not talking about last 2 nights ago controversy.
I'm talking about the college football.
Oh, yes.
Controversy.
Okay, I mean, I think there's a little bit of controversy in that, but I wouldn't say that there's massive controversy. Let's be realistic. FSU has no quarterback.
Yeah.
And it's just I don't believe. I think they got it right. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me. I think there's a lot of people who believe like if you win a big what do they call it? The Big Five conferences, plus if you go undefeated, you should be in the big game. But they're going to get annihilated by whoever they play against. I mean, they barely snuck by Louisville.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to be like, well, they played a great game against Louisville. Yeah, but Louisville sucks.
But here's the thing. So the freshman quarterback or the third string quarterback, he'd only thrown like he'd only literally thrown 4 passes.
Right.
And so then he gets in there and he doesn't play good in the first half. Right. Second half though, he starts playing good. He starts looking good like he should. So my thing is you don't know what he's gonna be. He could be the next Tom Brady. We don't know. The thing is, he had to warm up. It's his first game. He's gonna have a few months of reps. Or
a few months.
Like a month of practice.
Yeah.
Getting the first team reps. And I just don't feel like you can punish somebody for injury. I mean, they won all their games.
Right. I don't think it's punishment. Like, I don't think like FSU is being punished. I think what it is they're more just like, it's like, let's just be realistic. Your team without that quarterback is not good enough. I mean, are we going to both sit here and be oblivious to the fact that everything is about money? Because it is.
Right.
FSU against who would you put? So FSU comes in at 4, let's say, right? So Michigan finished 1. Am I right about that?
Yeah.
I mean, you obviously want, as a Michigan fan, FSU and not Alabama. Let's be realistic. But as a Michigan fan, because Michigan's going to run all over them. It don't matter if a third string quarterback has a month to prepare. Right. He's going to get annihilated by this Michigan team.
Well, I mean, their defense, though. I mean, they still have a top defense.
They do.
And they can hold them down, do some long drives, and maybe win the game. Yeah. But
there is no way.
Let me put it this way, though. So this is what I don't like.
Okay.
And, my brother's always this way, too. And it's just like, if officiating is bad, it's okay if it's bad on both sides.
Right.
If it's good, it's okay as long as it's good on both sides.
Okay.
But what's not good is if officiating's only good or only bad for one side. And they're saying they're putting in the best 4 teams. So then why isn't Georgia in?
Well, that's
Georgia has beaten Alabama 3 out of the last 4 times.
Right.
They played on a neutral field. They only lost by 3. They haven't lost a game in 3 years. Everybody knows Georgia's better than Alabama.
Right. If they were to do it strictly for the last 4 years, I would agree. Georgia is better than Bama. But guess who's not better than Bama this year?
Who's that?
Georgia.
Georgia?
Yeah. They're just not better than them because Bama beat Georgia this year. If you want to sneak in, and SEC knows this, listen, you guys are a conglomerate of phenomenal schools. But guess what? 1 or 2 teams make it in. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
And if the other conferences, Michigan deserves to be in. Do you agree with that?
Oh, of course.
Texas deserves to be in.
No.
Even at a 4. Even if they made it in as a 4. Do you agree that they should have been in? They beat Bama. Okay, it was earlier in the season, which is understandable. But still, they beat Bama. Their quarterback.
So we want the best 4.
Okay.
This is the thing. When you put, so let's put Georgia and Bama in and kick Texas out.
No, can't do it. That quarterback for Texas is phenomenal. It makes a big difference. It really does. Plus, like I said, it's about money. What's going to sell? Texas sells. They really are. Putting Texas in against Michigan, dude, I'm telling you. No, it's not Texas against Washington. It's Texas, Washington. I'm telling you, that's going to be a way better game.
That's going to be awesome.
That's going to be a great game. Everybody knows that. I mean, you got some gunslingers in there. Now, Washington, if Oregon beats Washington, Georgia's in.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. It's just how things go. Washington was a 9-point underdog.
And by the way, we took a money line.
We took the money line. So I'm telling you, Washington loses against Oregon. Georgia's in, Bama's in, Texas, and Michigan. That's how it would go.
Yeah.
Washington's the one who screwed everything up by covering that damn fucking 9.5 and winning the game. Apologize my language. But by winning that game, Washington screwed everything up. And then, of course, I mean, LSU should have won that game, or not LSU. Louisville should have won the game against Florida State, and then we wouldn't have been talking about anything.
Right. So who do you have winning the games? I mean, not the championship. Let's not go there yet. Let's just say.
I think Bama.
Let's save that for.
I think Bama. I think Bama comes out on top. They just know how to win. Michigan is. When was the last time Michigan won a championship? Really? I mean, really. Nick Saban is
97 or something.
Nick Saban knows how to win. He just finds a way to win. And then in the other hand, dude, I'm still riding with Texas. I think Texas. What is his name? Buer, Skewer, whatever his name is. The quarterback for Texas, dude, he is phenomenal. He is a gamer. Whatever. I mean, I know it's super close. I know the spread is super close on both games. I'm riding with Texas. I'm going Texas, Bama. And then if Bama makes a championship game, how do you bet against Bama?
Yeah.
I mean, they're prepared for this. Nick Saban is like, this is just, he's home. He's like, you know what? I'm ready for this. It's the first of the year. He knows he's going to win this. So, I mean, I don't know. It's tough. What about yourself?
Yeah. By the way, let us know if the volume's okay, if it's too loud or too under. I fixed it. I think it's better now, but just let me know if it's how it is.
We've been manipulating.
We're trying to make the podcast better every week. So here we go.
I love it.
But sorry, what was your question?
Your picks.
My picks. So
Hold on real quick. Just so you know, I'm 100% sure it's going to be the exact opposite.
I'm not sure about the Michigan and Bama game. That's a tough one. I don't know that I have a pick on that one yet. Of course, my heart says Michigan, but I don't know that I have a pick on that one yet.
We still got Michigan as the favorite, right?
Yeah, I got a couple weeks to think about that more, but I definitely think Washington beats Texas. But I also think this: even if the over is like 88, take the over.
Shoot it.
It's gonna be like.
This could be one of the highest overs.
It's gonna be like 65 to 60.
Yeah, this could be one of the highest overs ever. I mean, if they give you if you have a sports book that's gonna allow you to take 100, dude, take the 100.
Well, we'll see. We'll see where it's at, but might be over exaggerating a little bit, but that's
as we always do.
It's gonna be a fun game for sure.
Definitely. Well, before we jump into the NFL,
One more thing. So there's a little Instagram controversy too. I made an Instagram post about did you see the Eagles fight the 49ers?
Of course,
Eagles,
I've seen it. Yeah, where he punches the head of security.
Yeah, well, he grazed him.
Oh, was it a graze?
Yeah, he just barely grazed him. But
Okay.
still, at the same time, my opinion is you can't touch that head of security no matter what. He's like an official. He's like a spectator. He's like a child. He's like a woman. You don't hit that person.
Right.
And I get it. The security guard may have been out of line, but you still can't touch that person.
Right.
He didn't. So that's all I have to say. A lot of people said, no, he barely grazed the security guard. The security guard was out of line. They were taking the opposite side. But now even the 49ers coach has taken the security guard side.
Right.
So,
I don't
know what you think, but me personally, I think that's off limits.
Well, back in my glory days, back when I grazed the field, I never played football, actually. I played soccer. But anyway, back in my competitive days, it's a competitive nature.
And basketball.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, people get angry. People get fired up.
Yeah.
And it sucks that it was the head of security. And I understand both of them getting kicked out because they both did it at the end of the day. And I think that just kind of sums it up. Kick them both out. Like, I don't know if I told you, but I'm getting ready to start a basketball league on the reservation here.
Right.
And one of the rules is if you fight, you're out.
Yeah.
Flat out. There's no there's no fines. There's no 3-day suspensions.
Yeah.
If you fight, you're out. And so the NFL obviously is not going to go that far with it. But if you throw a punch at somebody, you're out. If you instigate it enough to where somebody wants to punch you, you should be thrown out.
Right.
So I think they
So-
I think they made the right
no,
call.
I think they both should have been thrown out.
Yeah, I think they made the right call.
I
in that
don't
way.
disagree with that. But.
Yeah, I think they made the right call. Okay, well, what I was going to say is we do have Thursday night, and it's the semifinals of the preseason. And I wouldn't say preseason. How do you say in season tournament
You
for
talking about
NBA?
basketball?
Yeah, for the NBA.
Okay.
It's the in season semifinals. We
yeah,
got
the Lakers won.
Oh, of course. Now, you want to talk controversy? Big time Laker fan. Hate the Suns. So you know what? If it was up to me, all you guys know what I'm talking about. There was a favorable call that went the Lakers' way. It's how the game goes. Sometimes you up, sometimes you're down. It was a favorable call that went the Lakers' way. Trust us. If I can give you the ball back, I would. I'd say, hey, ref, you made a mistake, and here you go. But you can't. You move forward. Lakers win. Semifinal time. We're in Vegas. Lakers are playing against the New Orleans Pelicans. But as a matter of fact, right now, as we speak, the Pacers are playing the Bucks. Pacers are a sleepy team.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. So when we start talking basketball, watch out for the Pacers. This team averages 120 plus points a game. The over-under for this game tonight, the Bucks and the Pacers, was shot up to like 245, 260 points. I swear to you, I tell no lies. This thing was ridiculous. Of course, I took the over.
Right.
Yeah, why not?
And
they're not looking too good. But oh well, what can you do? So
it's not an all-star game.
no, it's pretty much was an all-star game over under.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic. Lakers tonight are they're giving up 1.5. That's what they were giving up against the Suns. I don't think they cover it. I think New Orleans Pelicans they're a dynamite young team led by Zion, and I think the Lakers are a great team, but they're not built for this like play one, play another championship game type mentality. You know what I mean? Like there needs to be a little bit of rest. So I think in this in season, I think maybe the Pelicans. God, I hate to say it, but I think the Pelicans pull out a win tonight.
Yeah,
I really do. I think I go with Pacers and Pelicans in the finals. If you have an opportunity to play that Pelicans or the Pacers game, take the Pelicans in the points, or you could even throw it on that money line. I think the Pacers end up pulling that game out, and then I hate to say it, but just to be honest with you, and most of the time I'm always riding with the Lakers.
Yeah.
Same way I ride with my Raiders. I think the New Orleans are going to be too much, man. They're just too much. Zion is just a monster. It reminds me of myself back in my heyday.
Well, I might take the Lakers in this one.
Oh, you would? You would
What?
just go. No, if I said the Lakers, you would have said I'm taking the Pelicans.
No.
This guy, I love it.
Oh man, that's too funny.
Anyway, let's get to tonight's game. I don't think either one of us have a pick on tonight's game.
Nah,
What do you think?
my computer likes Pittsburgh, but I'm staying away. I'm just gonna be real. I haven't been that good on Thursday night games.
Yeah.
You know
what would
I'll
be?
tell you what though. I'll tell you what I do like tonight. Actually, the over/under is only 30. I like the over.
You do that. You do that.
Yeah.
You jump on the overs on those super low. This is like a historic low almost.
It is.
It's like
low.
this is a very historic low, and you love to go against the grain. I told you guys last week that the Iowa-Michigan game was going to go under, and it was 34.5. It was 35.5.
That was like
Then by
3
game,
weeks ago.
no, it was just last week. They just played on Saturday.
Okay, well, you did 2 weeks ago too.
Right. And so I said the game's going to go over. I mean, under.
Yeah,
And then what did you say?
I said over.
Yeah. Like,
But
because you jump on those historically low, and I think what it is you want to be a trailblazer.
I am a trailblazer.
He is a trailblazer. But I mean, but we talk about it because we're probably not going to bet it.
Right.
But it would just be like if whatever. And we leave that up to you guys. That's that crazy stuff. You put an over under at 30 points. Like I'm not playing with that. You kidding me? It's and I'm a gambler, and I still won't play with that. Like, heck no. You know what I'd bet on? Will it snow?
Will it snow?
Yeah, that'd be a pretty good little bet.
Yeah, I don't
snow
know.
or no snow?
I mean,
during the
check
game,
weather.
it's in Pittsburgh.
Just check the Weather Channel.
Oh,
Usually right.
all
It's not always right.
Exactly. Trust us. When we start talking baseball again, we're gonna bring up the
Yeah.
win patterns.
Yeah, we will.
Let's do that again this year. And trust me, we took some really big over unders based on win patterns in baseball last year. Some worked, some not so well.
Then most of them work.
Right.
So, by the way, let's go into my picks. So, last week I gave out 6 picks. 2 of them were bonus picks. My bonus picks went 2-0, but my actual picks went 2-2. So I only counted those. Puts me at 26-15. However, that's 57.6% average.
Right.
I mean, winning percentage, which is huge, by the way.
Right.
Also, you have to consider my winning percentage is well under minus 130, and some of them are money line for extra money. Some of them have been reversed, like the first game of the week with Cleveland.
Yeah.
So the amount that really the 57.6 is really about 63% when you count my money lines and reverses that I've given out and stuff like that. So
right, and then of course you have to follow you on Instagram or
yeah
for the changes and in plays that you do.
And the thing is like
I've been with you.
I give out a few NFL picks every week and they do phenomenal, but I do picks every day. College basketball I slay, NBA, everything. So
Right.
go on the website. I just dropped my prices in half. Some of them even lower than half. Prop bet $10. A regular pick 25. So, I mean, go on there and get some picks, make you some money.
Trust me, it's definitely worth it. He's bailed me out a couple times. Of course, I never have to pay because I'm a golden client.
That's right.
But in terms of my picks, not going to lie to you, I went 50-50. I hit Bama. I hit the under in the Michigan game, and then I rode with my bro here with Arizona. Made me a little bit of money because I flipped it. So we had Arizona plus 6.5, and I flipped it minus 6.5.
And it's still covered.
I'll tell you. And we told you guys from the beginning, flip that spread. Take it minus 6.5. That was almost like the Cleveland game. We talked about that on our podcast. Flip that Arizona game, make some big dough. And I was thinking, you know what? Pittsburgh, they're going to, because the reason why I said snow or no snow, because in that Pittsburgh game against Arizona, it got snowed out.
Yeah.
Remember, they took a delay. I think there was lightning in the air or something along the lines.
Yeah, there's a few
delays. There was a massive delay.
That was annoying.
Arizona came out, covered it. I think they ended up winning by 14.
I hate those delays in football because you just never know. It can totally flip the other way.
Right. Now, let me ask you a question. In football, do they call the game? Kind of how baseball works. If it's after 5.5 innings, they'll call the game. And
it's pretty rare, but they don't. I don't think they don't call the game. I think they just like wipe it out.
Oh, okay. Because in baseball, the bet stands.
Yeah.
After 5.5, I believe.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Yeah. I don't. As far as I remember from my sportsbook days, I don't think they ever.
We have to look into that because I was thinking for a second.
It's so rare in football, anyways.
Right.
I mean, they play in. The only thing that really stops football is lightning.
It's lightning.
So.
Thor.
Yeah, I mean they'll play Thor. They'll play in. I mean, remember that blizzard? One of my favorite all-time games, that Eagles game in that blizzard with LaShawn McCoy.
Was that with?
He ran
was
like
that New England?
350 yards and like 6 touchdowns. It was crazy. That was one of my favorite games to ever watch.
Bundy.
It was against Detroit. I remember that.
Oh, okay.
I think Megatron was still there too.
Wow, talk about Megatron. What did he do? Just quit one day?
Yeah. Speaking of that, I just watched the Barry Sanders documentary, which is awesome.
Okay.
By the way, greatest running back of all time.
Maybe.
Definitely. I have just one thing for you. Go watch your favorite, who you think is the best running back of all time. Then go watch Barry Sanders highlights. Tell me you wouldn't rather have Barry Sanders.
Well, let me tell you this though. Barry Sanders probably the greatest running back who finished his career and then retired.
Yeah.
And obviously had a horrible offensive line.
Yeah.
But let's just be realistic. What if Bo Jackson never gets injured?
I know.
I mean, but of course we can't do that. But still, I'm a big Raider guy, man.
I'll tell you if nobody gets injured, Gale Sayers.
Really? I like that.
Gale Sayers is the first Barry Sanders. I'm a running back connoisseur. I could talk about running backs for 10 hours straight.
Really? I didn't know that about you.
All-time
I had
position.
no idea.
Yeah, I love running backs. I study them. I watch the clips. I mean, I spent hours just going down The whole running backs. I love running backs.
Well,
so
what
much.
we should do is, since you love running backs so well, you should give us a zinger next week. A solid prop play for a running back. Just one running back.
Yeah.
That's all we're saying. Give us one, a free one. Just
Yeah.
one free prop play on a running back
Let's
who's
do
going to
it.
go over their projected amount.
Let's do it.
And let's put him to the test, America.
All right.
Let's put him to the test.
All right.
All right, quick little update. Pacers are up 101 to 100 on the Bucks. Probably going to end up winning that game, like I said before.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, it's a close game. Shoot, Pacers were up, I think 12 at half. Anyway, so let's jump into these picks, bud.
Yeah. Let's see what
You want to
got.
go ahead, or you want me to go ahead and slap my old
Are
three?
you ready?
I seriously just want to have a winning week,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna just barrel down, and I'm gonna just pick 3 games, and I'm not gonna parlay. I'm not gonna do anything. These literally are games that I literally am just like, dude, just they're just gonna win, you know. And if they cover, great, because I feel like they're going to. My first pick is Detroit against Chicago. Now, Chicago all week long is talking about how they want to. What's new? Are we going to trade our quarterback? Or do we bench him for the rest of the season? Like, what's going to happen with him? So in that case, Detroit goes into Chicago, right?
Yeah.
They got to pull that. It's 3.5 points. Detroit is a great team.
Yeah.
They just got to figure some things out. This is a great start. You don't want to lose this division. I mean,
No.
you really don't. And I'm telling you, if they don't get things together, and it correlates with my next pick. But if they do not get things together, they could lose this division, because you know who's looking good right now? And I'm going against them, but they're looking good, is Green Bay. I hate to say it, and I know you hate to hear it, but I'm telling you, that the quarterback from
They've
Green
been
Bay,
looking good.
they went in and Kansas City came into town thinking we're just going to wipe the floor with these guys. And, dude, they handled a solid Kansas City team, which rolls over to my next pick. I don't think Green Bay is going to win the game, though. Well, don't get me wrong. I think they're going to win the game, but I don't think they cover the 6.5. I think it comes down. New York Giants find a way to cover that 6.5. So that's my next pick. I'm taking the Giants. Why is it only 6.5? Of course, Green Bay is not that great, but the Giants are horrible. Wouldn't you think this would be up in the 11th range? Even if Green Bay's at home, is Green Bay at home? Verify that.
Green Bay's at home.
No. They're in New York.
No, they're in New York.
They're going to the Meadows.
So that changes a little bit.
They're going to the Meadows, but we have Green Bay minus 6.5 going into the Meadows. I'm telling you, man, Giants find a way to win this game. If they don't win it, they cover the spread. Maybe it's a late game situation where Green Bay does what they do, because their quarterback is way better than the Giants quarterback, and this guy is on an uprise. Rex Ryan said this the other day. He's never seen a quarterback increase his performance more in 1 year than the quarterback for Green Bay. And I'm not kidding. These are true statements. Like, the kid looks from the beginning of the year where people are like, okay, well, this was one of the worst picks ever, yada, yada, yada. Now it's like, dude, he would tell me he didn't look good against Kansas City. He cost you money. Tell me he didn't look good.
Good, for sure. Yeah, I can't deny that.
And
I will say Rex Ryan is biased because he hates the Bills now after leaving them. And I think if he was honest, he would say Josh Allen is the one that improved the most in the year span.
You mean like his first year?
Well, just any year span.
Well, not this year. If anything, this year he's massively decreased.
That's not true. Actually, his numbers are the best in the league.
Well, how can his numbers be the best in the league, and he has the same record as the damn fucking Raiders?
We've had so many injuries. We've literally lost probably 8 of the best players in the NFL on injuries.
I want you guys to respond to that, because he said 8 of the best players in the NFL they lost to injury. That is not true.
Pretty close. Matt Milano,
okay,
maybe the best linebacker in the whole league.
No,
one of them. Definitely best.
Maybe
probably.
a good linebacker, not one of the best.
He's definitely
okay. Go ahead.
And then you have so they lost Tre'Davious White, one of the best corners.
Okay, I'll give him that one.
Another corner that a lot of people don't know about.
Well, how can we not know about it if he's one of the best?
Sometimes it takes a couple years for people to catch
so
on.
He's not the best right now.
No, he is one of the best.
He will be.
I'm trying to remember his name right now. Benford.
Oh, okay. No, he is pretty good.
He's amazing. And then who else did we lose? Oh, so both of our safeties have been in and out. Both of them have gotten hurt. They're both some of the top safeties. So that's like 5 right there. Von Miller's been hurt pretty much the whole year.
He's 40.
Yeah.
Von Miller already did it. Okay.
And
Anyway,
there's some other ones. But
yeah. Anyway,
anyways,
let's not go too deep into this. So you know, what, to be honest with you, man, Rex
But
Ryan is right about this kid, dude. This kid is phenomenal. He's gonna be good. He's making his way up. He's
No,
he's
he-
moving in the proper direction. I don't know what it is about Green Bay and how they
he
like.
looks impressive.
I don't know how they do this. I don't know how Green Bay gets so lucky. I hate Green Bay fans because they get so lucky all the time. You know what I mean? Like, how come this can't be a Raider quarterback where he's like showing improvement and stuff? No, you know what we do? We draft horrible quarterbacks and then we trade for horrible quarterbacks and then expect these quarterbacks to be like uprising. We got rid of Carr because Carr can never win us a
Yeah.
playoff game. So what do? We take Garoppolo, who was receding. San Francisco gets rid of him, and all of a sudden San Francisco gets better because they get rid of him. We have him. He doesn't even go half the season.
Yeah.
Now who do we got? O'Connell? What? Oh, whatever.
Well, let's pump the brakes on Green Bay's quarterback.
Well, okay, let's take a step back. I'm not saying they're going to win. I'm not sitting here saying they're going to win any championships.
Right.
But I'm saying if Detroit does not take care of business, Green Bay continues to move in the right direction. There could be a battle for that division.
So you have
I'm
Giants
saying.
or Green Bay in that one,
So I'm taking the Giants.
plus the points.
Yeah, I'm taking Giants in the points.
All right.
And then of course with the sneaky pick, this is a sneaky pick. This is a pick that's gonna get me the sweep, and it's possible, but it's highly unlikely. But I gotta take it, man. I'm taking the Jets over Houston.
With
What do
the
you
points, the points.
Well,
Plus the
points,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, let's be realistic. CJ Stroud has just been
It's not
phenomenal.
that far off. I mean, what's his name? They announced him the starter again.
Well, they might not win, but I think this game comes down kind of close. I think you
Yeah.
know, they go into the Giants. Both New York teams are at home. Not the Giants, the Jets. They go into
It's Houston.
Is it in Houston?
It's let me double check here. It's no, it's in the Giants. It's at the Giants.
Well, hold on real quick.
It's at the Jets. I mean,
Hold on real quick.
it's Houston at the Jets.
Let's verify this.
No, I know for sure. It's Houston at the Jets.
So, do they have two different stadiums? The Jets and the Giants? I
No,
thought
it's the
they
same
both.
stadium.
Oh, one of them is.
Yeah, one of them's away.
This is pretty wild. Let's verify this. We need to take a step back.
Oh, they could. You know what it is? It's different days.
Right.
Green Bay's the Monday night game.
There's actually 2 Monday night games this weekend, or this week.
So yeah,
I got you. Yep.
but yeah, that's weird. They are both.
Right. So that kind of threw us for a little curve. We actually need to be prepared for that.
That's a
next
good
time.
catch. But yeah, so the Giants are on Monday, and then the Jets are at home on Sunday.
Sunday. Okay. So both New York teams. Did we say both New York teams get a dub?
Yeah.
Let's celebrate New York. They need to win. So anyway, recap.
All right.
I'm taking Detroit minus the points. I'm taking both New York teams. I got the Jets and the Giants
Plus the points.
plus the points. Take them. I promise you, man. It's going to hit. This is the week I get the sweep.
I like it.
Week 14 has always been my luckiest.
I
week.
like it because I got one of yours plays, and the other two I don't have. So I
So
can root-
finally, we
I can
don't
root for you.
disagree. Yes.
All right. So
All
I
right,
got
brother.
So my number one play is actually yours as well, Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a total mismatch. Detroit is so talented. And then the next one, also, you know, since people like explanations, I would just say my Vegas has Detroit minus 3.5. My computer has Detroit minus 9. So
Wow.
that's a big part of it. But also, I think Detroit's even more should be more favored than that. But it is what it is. And then again, just to spite,
Oh, no.
just to
Do
spite
not,
you,
if I hear you say the Chargers, I promise you.
I'm going Chargers
Oh, my God.
against Denver.
Oh, my God.
Sorry about that.
Well, you have to do it.
You got to do it. I mean, I've been fading Denver all year, and I've been going with the Chargers all year, so why not?
It works out perfectly.
And the third one, my computer doesn't like this one, but I like it, and that is Miami at home over Tennessee. Tennessee's they're just bad. My computer likes the game closer, but the fact is Tennessee has played way under their level this year. They've had some injuries, they've had some different things. And 2 weeks in a row, I'm gonna take Miami. Miami's they're I feel like they're one of those teams that like owns the regular season, and then this year in the playoffs they like get killed in the first game.
Right. No, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So, but they just the schedule just happens to be in their favor. Kind of weak teams, and they just keep rolling over them. But I don't know. Miami's solid though. I mean, can't deny it. Miami could win a Super Bowl. I don't know. They're
Well,
pretty solid.
Tyreek agrees.
Tyreek, man,
Yeah, he stated. He stated. Tyreek wins MVP.
Yeah, I want to see him get the 2,000 receiving yards.
Oh, he will.
That'd be amazing.
Oh, he's going to get it. Okay, go for a quick little recap of your top three, real quick.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a real quick little recap from the top to bottom, or are you good?
Yeah. So I got Detroit covering, I got the Chargers covering, and I've got Miami covering.
I think that's a solid parlay. Also,
Yeah.
I really do. So if you got an opportunity, you hear this, you watch this, just throw that down there. That's a solid parlay. I would not parlay my bets, obviously. I have not ever accumulated a sweep, but even if you throw a unit on each one,
This might be the week.
this could be the one. I'm taking the New York teams.
I'm surprised you went against Houston though.
I know. I
was
tell
a
you,
little
man,
surprised. I'm not saying which way I like necessarily, but I'm just surprised that you personally took Jets
Right.
over Houston.
did you see the thing? I went like this.
The thing?
Yeah, I was getting ready to say something spectacular, and I was like, I had it locked in, and then I pulled it away because that's a good point. Now, I want to bring something else up. This is something that, if you've been paying attention, you've been watching us religiously, you know something. We continuously take our personal favorite teams. This week, there's been a shift.
Yeah.
This is the first week I have not taken the Raiders. This is the first week you have not taken the Bills.
Yeah.
I think and I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do this. But I tell you what, Minnesota goes in and kicks our booties.
Really? I almost took Vegas.
Nope.
Vegas.
I would not. This would be the week you fade the Raiders. They're coming off a bye week. Minnesota, why is Minnesota favored? Minnesota's -3 going into Las Vegas. This is Vegas, might I add.
Yeah.
This would be the perfect time to just put Vegas -3, but they know. They're like, yeah, right. Kidding me? You want to give Minnesota points coming in? Dobb is playing phenomenal. He's going to go in there. He's going to showcase. He's going to blow them out. I'm telling you, man, you do not want to take the Raiders this week. This is the 1 week I faded them. They've been covering for me, whether they win or cover the spread. They've been taking care of business. But this week, if by any chance you want to do it, I'm telling you, you're golden on Minnesota. I can't do it because I can't bring myself to do it.
Yeah.
I can't. I will never bet against the Raiders and watch a game and be like, shit, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I can't do that, man.
Yeah, you can't.
I feel horrible. I'd rather just act like it doesn't even exist and move on, and we'll just believe it's never even happened and go about our merry way. We don't have a chance to make the playoffs anyways. And but what's your explanation with your Bills? Do you even have one? Did you even know they were playing this week?
No, I did. It's in Kansas City. I mean, so if I had to do the Raiders, if you twisted my arm on the Raiders game, I'd lean Raiders. If you twisted my arm on the Bills game, I would lean Bills. My computer likes the Bills, but
hold on,
it's the Chiefs. I mean, the amount of injuries that the Bills have had, and I don't know. They're coming off the bye week though, and I really think they win this game, they start rolling. We have some weak teams towards the end of the year, so we'll see what happens. But
you're not a statistic guy. You're not. You've mentioned this before. Don't follow the statistics. But I want to know, and you can look this up. Like, when was the last time Kansas City has lost 2 games in a row?
Yeah.
I think that's a very important factor also to look into.
Yeah.
Because they just got beat by Green Bay Sunday night. Now they're going to be playing against the Bills.
Yeah.
What's the statistic? What's the statistics?
It's got to be low.
It has to be low.
But yeah, I mean
Hey, I got the perfect prop bet. Just bing, popped into my head.
All right.
Interception. Each quarterback.
I can see that.
That could happen.
I could see that.
That's a great prop bet. If you're looking into making a little prop bet for that game, you want to watch it because it's 2 dynamic teams.
Yeah.
Dude, take Mahomes for an interception and take Allen for an interception. Ban them together, and you got
I
a
like
parlay.
that.
That's
I like
not
that.
bad.
I like that.
Because I mean, let's say it's a high flying game. Let's say it's a super high scoring game. They're going to be gunning,
Yeah.
right? They're going to be throwing the balls, and it could be a stupid interception in both ways. It could be like that one little tip that pops up and they pick it off.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. And these two quarterbacks are like, for some reason this year, they're like turnover prone. I don't get it. I honestly don't. They're phenomenal quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And they're both struggling offensively. Could be a good bet. Or
I do like that one.
Or if you think if you go, because I've done this plenty of times, and you do this with the unders, and I just mentioned this earlier, like historically low under. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm not going to take the under. I'm taking the over. So, okay. So you got two quarterbacks who are playing against each other who are ridiculous about turning the ball over. Then parlay no turnovers, no interceptions. Because you could also do that. That'd be, I'm not kidding. You can go both. We go one way or the other. You could say, you know what? Even though it's been happening this many times, I'm saying there's no interception because I did that with Mahomes. Remember that one week I did that with Mahomes? I took no interceptions. And
that was like the only week you didn't throw any.
That was the only week you threw no interceptions.
I know. That was wild.
So it's something to think about.
But let me drop some knowledge real quick. Here's another reason why I didn't take my Bills in Kansas City, okay? And this is what drives me wild about. And to me, if a so-called handicapper is giving all these picks out,
right?
You need to run away from them, because here's my thing. Not every game is worthy of betting. So there's better games. I look for the 2 or 3 games, sometimes more, sometimes less, that I see as blowouts or big mismatches. I take those games.
Right.
If it's close, like, here's my thing, and this is why I tell people, if anybody ever tells you to buy points, run away from them as well, because I worked in the sports book, and we laughed at people that bought points, because buying points is the biggest sucker bet. And here's the thing, because you're losing juice, and the other part of it is, why are you betting a game that you think that you need to buy 1 point on? Half a point, 2 points. Are you that good? Are you that good of a sports bettor or a handicapper?
Oh, I love it.
That, I'm going to buy a half of a point because I
know
need the half of a point.
It's literally going to come down to that.
How about you just find a game that you think is going to win by 10 points?
I love it.
Instead of needing a half of a point, just stay away from that game.
Tell them, Big D. Tell them.
So, buying points is a sucker bet, and it's stupid, and it means you're not confident in the game, and it means it's a stay away game. So just don't do it, because
knowledge.
And even when you do it, you're losing juice, and the amount of times that it actually comes down to that half a point, you're not making money by buying the half of a point, because you're not winning that enough to justify all the times that you paid the extra juice for the point. So anybody that says buying points, they're an idiot. That's all I'm going to say.
Dude, that was solid.
Yeah. Knowledge drop.
I'm telling you, man. You've been killing it.
Yeah.
Hey, there's been some recent changes in your life. We're not going to go deep into it, but there's been some recent changes in your life.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the brain is just growing.
It is.
I'm telling you, man, it's a different situation. I love it. I mean, I remember 3 pods ago where I'm like waking you up, like, hey, what's going on, bud? You good?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, man, if you've seen it, you might know what it is. But I'm telling you, man, this guy's rejuvenated. I'm telling you, this weekend, it could be a good weekend for some good wins. We got some good picks out there. He's been smoking it. 50%, anything over 50% on dubs is amazing.
57.6.
57.6. Quick little recap. Indiana's up 8 with 27 seconds to go. So if by chance you took that parlay or you took the straight bet on Indiana, congrats. I mean, we've been throwing it out there. I'm telling you, man, when it comes to NBA, once we start flowing, I'm going to have some parlays. I'm going to have some player props. That's my joint.
Yeah.
NBA's my joint. Like I'm telling you, we're doing really good with that. I've been doing really well with NBA. NFL's, it's not my strength, man, but I love to gamble, and I love my Raiders, and it's a pleasure, man.
Also, I gotta say one thing. We got to We've got a guy in Belgium that's listening to our podcast every week. So
Okay.
I just have to say, if you listen again this week, my friend, come on YouTube, Facebook, or X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
Come check out the live show. Come, if you click the subscribe and click the bell, it will notify you when we're going live. We'd love to have you come on and
Oh, yeah.
comment or
Definitely.
anything. We'd love to.
I want to know what's cracking in Belgium.
Yeah, I know. I want some
Yeah.
Belgian chocolate. I want some Belgian
You know,
waffles.
you know when I was
I want some
18.
Belgian waffles with Belgian chocolate on top.
That's deep. You know when I was 18, I flew to Europe.
What else is good in Belgium?
Pride, beer.
What kind of
You know me.
The beer's good.
You know me. Pride, the beer.
It's probably pretty dark.
But I was gonna say, you know, when I turned 18, I flew to Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a couple hundred. This is pre 9/11. I don't want to date myself, but this is pre 9/11, and yeah, I shot to Europe, man. Had a good time. Didn't go to Belgium, but
Mhm.
I was close.
What do they eat in Belgium?
Waffles.
Is it cold in Belgium?
Oh hell yeah!
So probably a lot of potatoes.
No waffles.
Just waffles.
Yes, no
waffles
offense, bro.
with Belgium chocolate.
No offense, man. Yeah. All right. Well, quick little recap. I got Detroit minus 3.5. I'm taking both New York teams with the spread. Pop those. I'm going for the sweep this week, man. I ain't even kidding. I just kept it real plain, real simple. I'm going for the sweep. I am not going to be betting the Raiders. I'm telling you, if you want to make some money, you take Minnesota. You can even flip that. You could take Minnesota up to like 14. They're going to come in and just smoke the Raiders. I'm not kidding. I feel horrible about it. I even feel horrible saying it. I don't even know if it's heartbreaking, man. But I'm telling you, what's coming
I think
for?
it's trying for a reverse jinx.
Ooh, maybe I do got something on the side.
Maybe.
All right, go
All
for
right,
it.
and then for me, Detroit covers, Chargers cover, and Miami covers. All right,
Man, I'm
guys.
telling you, if you guys know, you know. Like
You know,
this
you
guy
know.
in the Chargers, he just can't quit.
I can't give it up.
Oh, man. You know what's funny about the Chargers, though, man? They should be on top of that division.
I know.
It's sad. It really is. I don't know what's going on with Herbert.
It's the coach.
Yeah. Well, hey, real quick, in case you don't know, John Rahm signed a $300 million contract with Live Golf. He's a Z'd out, man. Can't believe he did it. But hey, let me tell you something. Somebody give me $300 million to do something. Dude, I'm probably. I don't know. I don't know if I could. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Saudi. I don't know how people feel about that. But I don't know, man. You got to think about your family, I guess, at the end of the day.
Just depends on what your goals are.
Yeah, and it's all politics at the end of the day too. It's like people's personal beliefs, but it's his personal belief is in family,
Yeah.
and he's just going where the money goes. It's unfortunate, but we hate to lose John Rahm on the PGA Tour, but it don't even matter
I like
because
John
yeah, he wasn't even the best player though. You know who my guy is?
Rahm.
Come on, starts with a Matt.
And his last name starts with a C, right?
C, no.
Oh, who's your? I'm thinking of the guy that drives it forever.
Oh, I used to like him, but he's on Live now too.
What's his name? Clark.
Yeah. What was his, no, you're talking about D man, I can't even think of his name. So here's the thing. I know his name.
Yeah.
But those bros on Lives, I don't sponsor those guys. I just really don't.
Shambo.
That's it. Shambo. But yeah. I used to love
I would have came up with.
right, I know. I love Shambo. I really do. But
Shambo.
he's gone. He's on Live. He's not even on tour anymore. I don't get to see him. I don't get a bet on him. I mean, there's not, you can't really bet on Live.
Really?
No, because it's so different. It's like so many different like formats and all kinds of stuff. PJ Tour is still strong. They're still holding tight. They got great players. They got a great system. They got great majors. Everything about the tour is phenomenal. I support PGA Tour. Not a big fan of Live. I hate that Rahm's gone, but at the end of the day, you got to go where the money goes. Hey, whatever. That's him. We all make bad decisions at the end of the day. Ah,
Yeah, we do.
yeah, yeah. Not me. I didn't take the Raiders.
And there you go. All right, guys. Well,
It's been a pleasure, man. This has been a great pod.
this has been the best.
It's been a phenomenal
best.
pod.
All right, guys. Well, as always, let's make some money.
And let's have fun doing it.